This is the JBL Everest 300 wireless headphones. I'll be reviewing them today. So they have Bluetooth capability, and I'll be testing the Bluetooth and 3.5mm jack capabilities as well, so hold tight. So the build quality is fantastic. The buttons feel really solid and it connects straight away to your phone via Bluetooth. There's physical buttons on the side, so volume up and down, start, stop. That all links through to any music player that you're using, so I use Spotify and SoundCloud at the time, and it seems to work very well. There seems to be a 1.5 second delay when you hit the start stop when it goes through to SoundCloud or Spotify, but that's to be expected with Bluetooth. Now the physical buttons, the start, stop and volume, they only work via Bluetooth, so if you have the 3.5mm jack in the phone and the headphones, when you hit the start, stop or volume it won't work. You have to use the controls via the interface on the phone. They're very comfortable as well. I wore them this morning when they first arrived, and I wore them for about 2 hours, and there was no uncomfortable pressure on my ears like I have with my other headphones, which is great. I could probably wear them for about 5 hours, and they're very light as well, and comfortable, so that was a nice discovery. Now the colours that I've seen are pink, blue, white and black, and I've got the black ones, as you can see, which are really nice. Now let's get on to the sound. So with Bluetooth headphones, it is to be expected that the audio will be compressed just due to the nature of Bluetooth. So I first tried them on a Bluetooth setting, and then I tried them with the 3.5mm jack. Now it's to be expected with Bluetooth that the audio was compressed, so I took that into consideration. So at higher volumes via Bluetooth, the higher frequencies became a bit harsher, mids were lacking, which made them sound a bit muddy, but that's due to the compression of Bluetooth, so I understood that would happen before I even put them on. The bass comes through with a nice strong low rumble, which was surprising really for it was such little small drivers and very light as well, so it was nice to get that bass coming through. So I tried with the 3.5mm jack to bypass the Bluetooth compression. Straight away you could tell the difference in sound quality, so the bass was enhanced. As I assume the phone is driving the headphones 40mm drivers with a bit more power, so you could really punch the music out. Equally, the sound quality was overall better. The headphones had a truer frequency range via the 3.5mm. You could tell that the Bluetooth was holding them back. When you drove the Bluetooth settings to a higher volume, the distortion was showing and the compression was really showing as well. You could tell that the higher the volume, the louder and more distorted the treble got, and you could really start hearing the lack of mids on the Bluetooth setting. So I had to keep the volume down on Bluetooth because it started to give me a headache. It seemed really tinny and muddy. So and this was more apparent in the tracks with strong vocal presence, which shows the lack of clarity on the Bluetooth version. So I just stuck with the 3.5mm jack, and the sound quality was a lot better. But still, overall, the mids, there's a lack of mids, and it does make it a little bit muddy generally, but overall, they're a good solid pair of headphones. The headphones inbuilt EQ leans towards a higher frequency, so I don't know, it's not really my cup of tea compared to my Bayer Dynamic DT770s. But the build quality is fantastic, and for the price they are a good pair of headphones, so I would recommend them. An interesting fact as well, while I was looking at the JBL brand, because I was like, JBL, not really used them before. They're actually a trademark of Harman. I looked into that, and Harman's actually been bought out potentially by Samsung in 2017, so it's an interesting fact. so you should see quite a bit more of JBL in the future. But that's about it really. I would recommend these headphones to somebody that need a pair for around the house, listening to music, watching movies. They're very, very light and comfortable on your head, and the sound quality overall is great, especially on the bass. It's a nice low rumble for people that are into dubstep or drum bass. Anything bass heavy would be perfect. And that's it for today. Thanks for listening.